liquid refreshments. The Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Utah Utes taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Utah Utes offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now, he is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
And the Utes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mountaineers offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Utes have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Dampier. That's caught, it's Parker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. On the move, he fires. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Utah 7, West Virginia 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Nice move there. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down?
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Wide open downfield. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Vaughn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The option look. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Henderson. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front, and they're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away.
To kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Those who say you can't go home again don't know Rich Rodriguez as he returns to Morgantown and hoping to take the Mountaineers to near ethereal realm.
Man, you think back to Pat White, Steve Slayton, Noel Devine, all those great players on offense. How much fun Rich Rod's offense was back in the day. I don't know if it's going to look like that right away, David, but you can see why people are really excited.
And it's a totally different look now, right? Like, so many guys going into the portal, but you hope it looks like it used to with the explosiveness, with the fun. Obviously, he won a ton of games at that spot, was close to playing for a national title. Can he get the spark back?
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. After the run, now to throw. Rushes on him. Got the 1st down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Henderson. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Trying to surge it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bentley. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
And the Utes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for room. It's Hubbard. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I think some people will get upset. What are you doing? Why are you throwing the football away? I'm in field goal range. I take a sack, it makes it a harder field goal. This is a great job by the quarterback, understanding the situation and throwing the football away.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Quick strike complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clemens. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Utes are flying down the field. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. It's Dampier. The short hands. It's Davis. What a cut. Now he's loose. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
The Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. In the red area, it's Parker. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
In the end zone.
Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Slithers into space.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
First down, West Virginia.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air, it's Henderson. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And they'll knock him down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Snap from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Henderson. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Utes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulls and fires complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Utes will punt this one away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The give to the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Oh, they're after him. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. There he goes. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals, they're not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
To the air, it's Henderson. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Going for 6. And this will be caught. Touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Wow, unbelievable. This is crazy.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
That touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the 2-point conversion to tie the game. They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. He will get there for the 2-point conversion, and we have a tie game in the waning seconds. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The give on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Utes! And they're on top here in overtime. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Utah 21, West Virginia 14.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Back to pass, it's Henderson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Trailing by a touchdown, 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
4th and goal for the game. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.